What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry I haven't had an upload in a little bit. I've been really busy with work and everything. Just there's a lot going on. I've been kind of stressed out and stuff, and I haven't really been able to get in the garage. But today starts my little second mini vacation, and we're going to try to focus on the S13. Now I'm going to insert some footage from when I did try to record and basically was doing some unboxing of some new things I had got, and I was trying to share it with you guys, and that day just kind of went downhill real quick. So I'll input that now. Happy Friday, and welcome back to the channel. ClutchKickerNation here, bringing you some more content. And sorry if I'm a bit squinty-eyed, but it is bright out here today. It is sunny, blue skies, not a cloud in sight. It is just a beautiful day. The temperatures have been about like in the 50s in the morning, so it's a bit chilly, but then it tops out at like in the 80-degree range, and I love it. But before we get started on today, because we're going to be working on the white car, the S13, we got some parts sitting right here for it. But before we get to that, I have to do a quick unboxing, because honestly, I'm just giddy, excited, and I'm like a little kid on Christmas. So I wanted to share it with you. So here we have something that I have been sitting, well, I should say I should be storing inside my garage. It's been in the box. I've had it for like 2 years, and it's just sitting there. Looks nice. Picked this up at Harbor Freight on sale. It was like, I don't know, $40 or $50 off. So it was like, I don't know, $130 or something. I couldn't pass it up because it's like a $200 welding cart. And it looks really nice. I mean, look at the pictures. Either way, I'm excited. So I'm gonna open this up, get it out, and I'll show you why I am excited. All right, guys, so we have our cabinet fully assembled and together. So why is this so exciting? Why am I excited for it? Because this is why. That's right, I purchased a new welder. So I have my old trusty Eastwood MIG. It's been doing really good, but I've been wanting to play around with aluminum, stainless steel, stuff like that, and instead of trying to set my MIG up for it, I figured I should invest in a TIG. I really like the TIG process, and it's really interesting, so I wanted to try to learn. And AHP, the Alpha TIG, this is the 201DX, the newest one, or whatever, is, to me, looking over the specs, the reviews and everything, the best bang for the buck. I mean, for under $800, you get AC, DC, pulse, adjustability, just the features are endless. So I'm gonna open this up and take a look at it and everything, and I'm gonna share it with you guys. All right, after unboxing it, I'm slightly not as excited as I once was. I don't know if you can see it, but damn, that is a big ass fucking dent. So yeah, so now I get the joy of undoing this and seeing if there's any damage inside the welder, because I know Amazon will probably send me a new case or whatever, but you know, if it's damaged beyond the case, I at least need to report that so I can see if I can get the whole thing swapped out. But this really bums me out. I mean, that's not just like a little dent. That is, that thing got kicked or something. And what's weird is, I mean, they package it pretty well. I mean, it's inside this foam box and everything, but you can clearly see that something hit the box right here. So that's probably exactly what that came from. But man, this thing looks nice. I was super excited. Now I'm really bummed out. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll maybe try to take this off and see what it looks like. All right, guys, so much for my hype and stoked and awesome excitement and everything. I'm pretty fucking pissed. So I contacted AHP. They didn't answer the phone. I left them a message. Hopefully they get back to me. Looking, I didn't bother opening the unit up, but looking at it, I can see there's a wire that's been pinched and then the shielding's off of it. So potentially there's internal damage. Can I fix a wire? Yeah, but if it got hit hard enough to dent the case that bad and break a wire and stuff, who knows what other damage there is. And I don't want to have them send me a case and then I put it on there and I've opened it up and all this crap, and you know, then I have other problems and I have to go through a warranty claim. They literally just showed up to my door yesterday. I'm not paying $1 to fix this issue. And if they're not gonna take care of me and make it right, then they can refund my money and pay for shipping back, or I'll throw it in the trash. But I'm pretty pissed. So they, you know, I'm gonna give them a shot. Hopefully their customer service is really good and everything, and they take care of me, because I just dropped a lot of money to buy all the supplies, to buy this welder and everything, and I was really looking forward. I'm gonna have an argon bottle here in a few days, and I was really excited to try to start practicing some TIG. So we'll see. I'll give them a shot. You know, they got a good product. Hopefully they got good customer service to back it up. Either way, we're moving on with the video. Alright guys, so now that you have seen, I've got a new welder and everything like that, but it's not actually here. So I have a bunch of accessories. I got, you know, a TIG torch, I got things, and my new cart. But I'm still waiting on the welder. It was meant to be here today. Apparently it's been pushed back to the 5th, so next Wednesday. But I got my argon bottle in the mail, so I can go get that filled, and it should be here hopefully next week. So maybe we'll do some TIG welding, who knows. Either way, we're getting back to work on the S13. Hopefully that's exciting. I'm really excited because the 1JZ, even though is kind of not 100% complete, it's pretty complete. So it's sitting here. Drift Motion emailed me or called me, and they said they don't have the valve cover gaskets. They should be in this week, so they're gonna send those eventually. But whatever, so I'm still waiting on valve cover gaskets, but everything else is done. Thermostat and all the other junk. So that leaves us with continuing to prep the S13 for a test fit, because I really need to get the engine in order to see what I need to do for the transmission crossmember. So this is where we're at right now. We got the subframe in, we got the rack in, we got our knuckles in, we got our coilovers in. Yeah, so that's where we're at. And we have some more goodies to install today. Alright guys, so we have this wrap thing, this box thing, and these box things. Alright, there you go. Now you can just close out the video. We're done. Not quite. But in here are some new inner tie rods. These are from a 2006 Maxima. So these are the longer tie rods I need for the angle kit I'm running, which is just homemade. And then in this box here is some brand new wrapped suspension components. So I'm gonna unwrap these real quick. Alright guys, here is our new ISR Pro Series tension rods. So we got those. So that means only one thing. If you haven't guessed it yet, this is our Street Faction power brace and everything like that. So there's a reason why I went and bought this. One, because it is just a beautiful piece of fabrication example here. I mean, this is just nice. But guys, let me show you why I got that. So last year, if you remember, I was doing a back to basics with the wife, and I ended up ramping the car. I'll insert a clip real quick. Alright, so yeah, I did that, and what happened is I bent my tension rod bracket. Now these are like $100 a piece and hard to get, and I could have bent it back out and shit. But I used it as an excuse to upgrade. I mean, I wanted to do a power brace. I was going to use that and fabricate my own thing and whatnot, but I think it was going to cost me like $150 for new brackets if I could find them, which were hard to find, and then all the work to fabricate it and the cost of that. The Street Faction was like 200 something bucks, so we went with that. But we're gonna get set up and start installing some of these parts. Alright guys, there's our nice new Street Faction tension rod bracket, power brace, and everything installed. and I think it looks amazing. That is just a fine piece of fabrication. So now it is getting pretty warm, but for now I'm gonna grab the tension rods and we're gonna get those installed and everything like that, and we're just gonna keep plugging away, and then we're gonna get to the tie rods. So let me grab some parts. Alright guys, here's our tension rods all adjusted. I pretty much looked it up. Someone said that stock ones are 12.75 or 12 3/4. So that's what they're set to, and they're set pretty even. Now obviously this will need an alignment and everything like that, but I don't have my stock tension rods to measure, so that's what I'm going with. So I went ahead and adjusted them. It's pretty nice. I really like that you loosen both these lock nuts and then you just turn the center while keeping these stationary, and it equally turns the outer heim joint and the inner sleeve, so that you don't have to worry about trying to keep them even, or like you know, spinning this one out too much and this one not enough. So I really like that it just evenly extends from this base and this heim joint. It's really nice feature. Overall the quality looks pretty good. The welds look decent. The finish isn't bad. I don't know if it's powder coat or not. It doesn't quite look strong enough to be powder coat. I'm thinking it's more of a paint, but I mean, for the price, these look like really high quality you know, pieces. The heim joint itself looks nice. It's got, like, you know, a dust protector and everything. Comes with the offset spacers. I'm really happy with these. I'm glad I got them. So we're gonna get set up and we're gonna throw these puppies in. Uh-oh. Where are the bolts for this? I thought it came with new bolts, because all I have is the nuts off the old ones, because the old ones use studs, and they're not in the box. So, alright, so I have found the bolts, but there's something wrong. They only sent me 3 of them. So I'm not sure how that's supposed to work out. That sucks. So yeah, I'm just gonna mount them with the 3 for now, and then I'll end up getting some replacements. Yeah, it bums me out a little bit. I don't know why. Someone on their QC needs to step up the game. But let's finish getting this installed. Alright guys, so that's our tension rod brackets and our tension rod installed. So I'm going to knock out the other side, tighten everything up, and we'll be doing really good. Next will be the tie rod. So we'll get the tie rods on, and then I will have pretty much most of the front end back together minus the brakes and stuff. So really excited. We're getting really close to dropping the engine in and just making some progress, trying to knock out the little stuff, but it all needs done. Alright guys, believe it or not, I found I had an exact identical, the same Allen bolt in my spare bolt box. So this is my spare bolt box, and I've had it for like 10 years, and it's a bunch of Nissan bolts, and it just so happened to have one of these Allen bolts I needed. So now I don't have to contact ISR and Juku or whoever and try to get a replacement, but here we are. It looks good. Both sides are permanently installed. Our power brace is installed. Our subframe's fully tightened up. So now we are about to get started on the tie rods. So we're gonna get the boots off and everything like that, and then we're gonna take the inner tie rods off and we're gonna switch them with the Maxima tie rods. The alignment's gonna be all sorts of messed up, we already know, but the whole car is gonna need realigned, so no worries. So I'll get set up and we'll go from there. Alright, as you can see here, I just went ahead and put the tie rod into the spindle so I can break the torque on the nut for the outer tie rod, because we're going to be reusing these tie rods and everything like that. So we're just going to try to use the spindle to help us break the torque and everything, which doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do it one-handed. So let me get this loose and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, with this loose, there's several ways you can do this. I'm going to go ahead and remove the outer tie rod, because it doesn't really matter the position, because we're using longer tie rods. So everything's going to be out of whack and we're going to have to do a lot of adjusting anyways. So we're just going to basically pull the outer tie rod off, and everything, which it'll just unscrew, and we will take the boots off and we'll pop the inner tie rod out. Alright guys, once you get the boot off and everything, this is your inner tie rod and everything, and you'll notice this clip is on here. It's actually staked back here to like a recessed spot in the rack, so that it will lock it in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pry these edges up, and then I will loosen it from it, and then I'll just pull the clip off. That way I don't have to try to pop the stake out by rotating it and everything, and could damage the rack end. So yeah, I'm just gonna bend all these tabs up. Alright guys, here's that clip I was talking about, and as you can see right there, you can see where I dented it into the recesses on the rack. That stakes it and locks it in there. So you can see I opened up all 4 of these little wings that were around it that allowed me to get the inner tie rod off. So that's a lot better than trying to break these stakes or whatever, which could damage or crack the end of the rack. So here's the 2 tie rods, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of difference between the 2. One is like 11 point something inches and one's like 13 point something inches, so there's about 2-inch difference. Also, it looks like these are a bit thicker all the way through, so they'll be stronger, they'll be less likely to bend and stuff. So these were actually S14 inner tie rods, which were better than S13. I believe S13 are like 12, these are 14, and I don't know, these look really thick and stiff and big. So yeah, hopefully these work out great. The rack engagement is about pretty much the exact same, so actually maybe even just a hair less than the S14 and everything like that. Thread pitch is obviously the same. I don't have any rack spacers. I wish I did. I don't know, maybe if I have some washers, I'll see if I have some washers. I'll throw like 6 mil stacked washers on there and just red Loctite these in instead of using the locking clip. I don't know yet. But we're going to get ready to install these, so I'll figure it out and I'll let you know here in a second. Alright guys, there is our new tie rod installed. I did not use any spacers or anything. I just put some blue Loctite and the included lock clip on there, and then I just bent it down around the edges so that it's secured and it ain't going to go nowhere. So yeah, there's that. Hopefully I can get this bellows to slide over it, because it is a lot thicker in diameter, and I would like to keep this on there to keep dust out of it. So I'm going to try to fight with this. Don't forget the grease. Put grease in the joint itself. That usually comes with grease. If not, just put some grease in there so that as it, you know, whatever, there's some grease in there. But yeah, so we'll do that, and then we'll get our outer tie rod on. So I'm going to try to get this bellows on there, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, so hopefully you can see the blue dot right there. Basically, I marked that, and then I went all the way one direction with the rack, and then counted the turns, and then split it in half. And that pretty much centers the rack as best as I can do without a steering wheel and all that stuff. So like I said, make a reference mark, count how many rotations from lock to lock, and then divide that by 2. Set the rack there, and it'll pretty much be centered. And then we're going to try to center our wheels or our hubs straight, so that they just look straight for now. So basically, so it appears that the wheels is straight, and then we'll adjust our tie rods to make it so it fits into the hub. That will get us a very rough estimate for our alignment, and just try to get things fairly straight, even though it will need to have a proper alignment. And yeah, we'll have hopefully the tie rods attached to the hubs, and then we can see how much angle we're actually going to get with our cut knuckles and extended control arms. So I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, so there's our tie rods and everything installed. They fit just like they should. I'm glad the internet was right on this one. But you know, Maxima inner tie rods work perfectly with S14 outers. Like I said, it's just an eyeball alignment. Looks fairly decent. Definitely can see the increase in camber and everything like that. It's got me pretty excited. So I'm kind of curious to see how much angle this is going to have. So I'm going to grab a wheel and just toss it on real quick so we can try to see what the angle looks like. Alright guys, so here's the wheel turned all the way to the left, so that would be trailing and everything like that. So not bad. Obviously there could be a lot more if I had wise fab or something like that, but I'm pretty happy. That's quite a bit of angle. And this is it as a leading tire. So yeah, I mean, That's a very good improvement. I'm very happy with that. So I'm very excited to be making progress and to finally be getting some angle and some good modifications. So yeah. That's gonna wrap up today. I got some stuff to take care of, so that's all I can do on the car today. So please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Cop a sticker if you don't have any. Support the channel, support the builds and all that. I would appreciate it. And just stay tuned for further content and everything. We're still pushing forward with the S13, trying to get the 1J in for a test fit, get the cross member made and everything like that. Like I said, I'm off this week, so I'm hoping to make some good progress. So just, I will say right away, right up front, I may not be uploading regularly. It may all come after because I have a limited amount of time and I'm trying to get a lot of work done. So you may see the uploads kind of late after the week, but either way, they're coming. Later!